Well, welcome back, everyone. We are live here at Materialistic Junkies, and I'm here with the owners. We got Ryan, we got Nick here with us. First off, how are y'all doing this morning? Thanks for having us out here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We're doing great this morning. It's been a good morning so far.
Well, that's good. We're glad for that. So let's go and just jump right in for viewers who maybe aren't familiar, because this is your first storefront, so you're kind of new, at least, you know, in this respect here in Amarillo. So tell us a little bit about Materialistic Junkies and just who y'all are as a business here in town.
Sure. So we are Materialistic Junkies. We started off as selling sneakers, and we've been doing it for probably 4 years or so now. So we are now at our first storefront. We are at 34th in Georgia, directly behind the Tootin' Totem. Like I said, we've been doing it for the last 3 to 4 years. Luckily, we have now opened up our first storefront, and now we have plenty of other goodies that we are selling in here. So that is kind of an introduction to what we have been doing at our recent events at the Civic Center.
Yeah, and so let's talk a little bit about that, because you were telling us about this materialistic movement. It's this big event that's coming up here on the 9th, where it's going to be y'all and you were saying just, I mean, countless vendors talking vintage, talking collector's items, all that kind of stuff. So what can people expect from this? Because, of course, you have your storefront here. You want folks to come by, but this is going to be where everybody's in the same place, right?
It's a great opportunity for everybody to come out, show love to all the businesses. It is tax-free weekend this Saturday, August 9th. I believe we hit 70 vendors in the building. We had one earlier this year. It was an amazing, outcome. Man, shout out to everybody that came, and we would love for everybody to come back and see it again.
Yeah, absolutely. And is it something, do people need to get tickets ahead of time, or can they just show up day of, walk in, and just be a part of the show?
So we're actually going to do 150, there's 150 event bags, okay? So the first 150 in line will receive an event bag, but in the event bag, we will have coupons, there will be cards, stickers, and there's also going to be a raffle. So if anybody happens to get the lucky ticket, you will win one free pair of sneakers, okay? So there's not going to be anything, you know, pre-order or anything like that. Okay. We want to build the hype. We want a line. We want everybody to experience exactly what we have in mind. And we have a ton of, you know, different things up for you guys, and it's going to be an amazing show.
All right, awesome. Well, it sounds like it's going to be great for sure. So one more time, the day, the time of the Materialistic Movement Show.
So it's going to be August 9th, this Saturday, 12 to 6, $5 entry. Make sure you come out.
All right, definitely going to be one to check out. And so right now we're getting some shots. We're seeing, you know, the wall covered in sneakers. I mean, we came in, I mean, you got a wall covered in some vintage sneakers here. We got Hot Wheels. We got the, you know, the Funko Pops. We got Pokemon in here. I mean, just kind of talk about why this is something you're passionate about, because there's a lot of different things in here, but we were kind of talking earlier. You said you're getting to deal with things you love. So tell us about just kind of your inspiration, you know, behind the Materialistic Junkies.
So we've always been shoe junkies, okay? So we've always been addicted to materialistic items, and that's the play off of our name, okay? Mm-hmm. So you're a materialistic junkie, anything with the brand and so forth. So we started off there. We start traveling with the sneaker shows, and then we end up going to vintage events. We go into that. Well, we never thought that we would show people what we truly collected, because we're kind of kids inside. So one day we ended up, you know, getting thankful for Gabe letting us in this building here. We get in, and we ended up bringing out our collectibles, and we never thought anything of it. Well, to come to it, there's so many other people just like us, but the biggest hit right now is Pokemon. That is your now new investments. That is the biggest thing in the world right now. So over here we do have Pokemon, and there's going to be a ton of different vendors at our event here. So we're going to have live art. We will have art paintings. We will have Pokemon, sports cards, vintage clothing, sneakers, jewelry, hats. It's going to be one for the books. We do not want anybody to miss it. And then, of course, it's just my brother and I and our family that run this event, and we're very grateful and thankful for this opportunity, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I know there's going to be a lot of excited collectors for sure. Like I said, I know a handful of people. I know a few folks on our morning crew that's, you know, Pokemon collectors galore. Yeah. I think the Hot Wheels are awesome. You know, those Funko Pops are extremely hot. And so for me personally, I walked in here, I immediately gravitated towards the Hot Wheels. Well, I wanted to see what cars and stuff that you had. They have some vintage NASCAR stuff, and I will say for myself, I think that's awesome. But I got to ask a hard question here. Okay. You come into a place like this, you go to a collector's show. What's like that one like must-get item if they have it? Like it's what you're going to be most excited about. What's that one item that you really look for at shows like this?
Well, it's not necessarily the item. We're very thankful for all the vendors that are coming in and wanting, that they know that these events go so well, and they continue to come back. So just by that, I love going and showing love and buying, even if it's of a $5 item. You want to show love and show people that in Amarillo, this is capable. You're capable of doing anything. Never give up on your dreams. Always believe in yourself. And we're here to make sure that we bring it to a larger, light and spectrum for people to know what exactly we have going on.
Absolutely. And Ryan, what is one of your favorite kind of items that you look for?
Man, I hate to just say what my brother said, but everything is just so cool. Even the ladies that do the bracelets. I mean, I love everything. I can go into a show and I just look at everybody's business. I think, like my brother said, anything's possible. And whenever someone puts their craft and their expertise into something like that, it just makes me appreciate the business even more. So not only do I appreciate my business, but it's so cool to look right next to me and see someone that has the exact same passion into something that they like to do. So I think everything's an amazing just scene. So I love everybody's stuff.
Awesome. Well, cool. There's a lot of cool things here for sure. So thank y'all so much for having us out here, letting us check out the place. Because like I said, you got Hot Wheels, you got Pokemon, Funko Pops, vintage sneakers, vintage. I mean, we got some old school NBA jerseys here behind me. So if you got any collectors in your life, this is the place to come check out, like you were saying earlier. 34th in Georgia, right behind the Toot and Total Materialistic Junkies. Thank y'all so much for having us out here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And we got more segments.